Hello friends. In the previous lecture, we saw how to navigate across the entire space of the SD card. That is, there are something like 333 files and the user wants to select a particular file. To select that file, user gets a audio feedback and then he operates one of the four keys. As you can see, PD2, the port PD2 has a key called accept. PC3 has second key, which is next. PC5 has third key, which is previous. And PC7 has the fourth key, up. So we have seen how these four keys are used by the user to reach a specific location in the memory space of MP3 files of our talking book. Navigation, we have seen, actually meant generating appropriate address of the file. This we have seen, and for that we used a function called navigate. And we have seen how it has generated address. For example, address is in the variable called location. So this way we eventually find that by pressing various keys, the variable location gets the correct address as desired by the user. Having obtained the address of the desired exercise or lesson or the subject, we have to send that address in appropriate form to the MP3 module so that that module will play that specified file. That is the file specified on the specific address. So we have to send that information in a specific format, and we have seen that format. Let us get back to that format and see it again. So this is where we are. The data format is, first byte is 7E always, second byte is version, which is always FF, and third byte is always 6, and the last 10th byte is always EF. In between, that is this byte, command byte, this is what we have to give. This command is specifically for giving address of the file. So to supply address of the file, the command is 3, as you can see, specify a track or specify a file or address. As you can see in commands of interest, hex format here. So 03 is specify track. So this is the command 03, and the address is specified here. For example, in this case, the address is 03E8, which is in decimal it is 1000. In hexadecimal it is 03E8. So 03 and E8 is to be given. Then whether I want any feedback from the MP3 module, if I want, I will give here 1. If I don't want any feedback, I will give here 0. And then in the 9th and 8th, I have checksum. The upper byte of checksum is here and lower byte of checksum is here, MSB and LSB of checksum. So this is the format in which we have to send the data, which means that we also have to send the address when it comes to identifying or specifying an audio file. So for this purpose, we have made a function. That function is in the comps file, and in the comps file we have, this is the comps file. We identified txdat, a variable, it is an array tx.10 and rx.10. What this array means? This array means its name is tx.dat. It contains unsigned characters, that is 8-bit values, and there are 10 such values starting from 0 and ending at 9. So tx.0, tx.1, tx.2 up to tx.9. And here we have rx.dat. When we send data, it is first stored or assembled in tx.dat, and the data which we receive is assembled in rx.dat as it comes byte by byte. These are the counters for transmitter and this for receiver. I have mentioned we had to provide the checksum. So this is a low byte of checksum and this is the high byte of checksum. So, and this is the location which comes from our earlier program. The navigate program supplies the value of location, and that's why it's an external variable. So external unsigned int. There is int because it is a 16-bit address. Similarly, key is a variable which also comes from the interrupt and used by navigate as well as by the main program. So this is how it is. So we have to compose, once we get the data, we have to compose what? Compose the string, which is tx.0 to tx.9. We have to compose it in the appropriate format, and we have just now seen the format. Then we have to send it, and in the process somewhere we need the checksum value also. So these are the three functions I have put inside a comms file. This is the file. If you go to the left hand top corner, it is the comms.c file which we are talking about. Now, just as we have seen earlier, that the first byte is constant 7e, second byte of the string is ff, and third byte is always 06, and the last byte, that is 10th byte, which is tx.9, is always ef. We have to specify a function in number 3. Number 4 is whether I want a response or not. So suppose I say I want a response, then write 1 here. So this will also not change unless we specifically need to change it at some point in the process of developing the program. Now 5 and 6 are the address as we have seen earlier. If you want to see it again, this here. First byte is fixed 7e, second is fixed ff, third is also fixed 06. Next one is command, this will change. But for identifying a file, this command remains 03. Whether I want a feedback from the MP3 module, I will decide whether it should be 0 or 1. And the parameter here for this command, the parameter means the address. In this case, it was 03E8. Then the checksum, and this byte is also fixed. So while assembling these 10 bytes, we first put those things that are fixed. Hence here 0, tx.0, 7 is fixed, ff fixed, 06 fixed, and I may always need a query, the response from the MP3 module, and then the last one is ef. So when the function is 3, then which keys are used? Up, less, greater, which means this is previous and next, and accept. So these are the 4 keys I am going to use. In all the 4 keys, all we have to do is supply tx.3 as 03, which is the command for running a specific file. Run a specific file. This is the purpose of this command. tx.3 contains commands only. So then 4 we have seen is 1. I want to get a feedback from the MP3 module, so I put 1. Then next is 5 and 6. Here I have written 0, 0 because normally it is 0 except for this function. So I have written 0, 0 here. And in this case, for this particular function or for this particular command, we'll have to obtain it. So the upper byte is obtained by from the location. We want to break the 16 bits, that is 2 bytes, and remove the put the upper byte into tx.5 and lower byte into tx.6. So as you can see, we have a location ended with ff00. So only upper byte will be left, and lower byte will automatically become 0. Then I will rotate it right or shift it right 8 times so that the upper byte goes into the lower byte space. And then I pick up only the single byte, which is the lower byte. And here I only have to perform location and ff so that lower byte is picked up, and I make the U8 force it to become a byte rather than a 16-bit number, and give it to tx.6. This is the way we fill up most of the part. The one part which I have not filled up here is the 7 and 8, tx.7 and tx.8, which can only be done when I calculate the checksum. After calculating checksum, I take the high checksum value and low checksum value, and that's it. So checksum supplies to me high check and low check. So let us have a look at the checksum thing also. This is the checksum. We know how to obtain checksum. So we add all those numbers from 1 to 6, from the tx.1 to tx.6. We add them up and then take its 2's complement. So we added here, and here we have taken 2's complement. That is, we change the sign, that's it. So this is the checksum. We obtain a high byte of the checksum, as we have seen earlier from the address also. We did the same thing. So high byte of the checksum and low byte of checksum is obtained. And this checksum was calculated where? Here it was calculated. And then tx.7 and tx.8 were filled up using high check and low check values. I will talk about this send later, but first let us understand this with the example. So let us rebuild it. Yes to all. So it is doing the job, hopefully. Yeah, yes, yes. I am at the lowermost window, and as you can see, it is building up. Now there is a lot of programs here to build up, and finally we have found it. K1.elf, 0 errors, 0 warnings. So now I can send this data to the microcontroller. SIM ST-Link is connected, yes. Now it is preparing to send data, and it has sent it now in the process, yes. It's over, all data has come. Fine. So this is what we get. Location, subject, lesson, exercise, key. I'm in the bottom window, left hand side, txdat and rxdat. So this is the some random values are here. Now I will reset it. After reset, let me run. Let me run. And now I am pressing key number 1, and we will see what happens. And let me stop to see what has happened. Yes, this is the data which we sent. This is the txdat which we had generated. 7e is fixed, ff is fixed, 06 is fixed. This was variable, this is the command, and we wanted a feedback from the MP3 module, so it has come. Then these are the 2 bytes of address. Address is here 0002. You can see it here, the address is 2. So it has been split into upper byte and lower byte. Then this is the checksum, and then the last byte. So if I press the accept key again, then what it will do? It will say yes, subject is 1 has been selected, and so it will go to the next level. In fact here, yeah. So what we wanted to see was this, that it generates an appropriate file. Yeah. I run it again, and I press, this time I press key number 7. Let us see what has been generated. What was generated was 7EFF06 was fixed. 0D is the command for pause and resume. Pause and resume. This is what we got. So D means pause or resume. Let us check it. Let us go to the data. Pause. 0D is play and 0E is pause. And what we have got is 0D. So it is play, and we want a response from the device. Then this is the checksum. As far as parameters are concerned, the parameters are 0, 0. We don't want to give any parameters at all. And so the checksum is 0xFE and 0xED. So upper byte is FE, lower byte is ED. That's what we got. So for every key, we get a proper response. Now if I press this again, that 0D will become 0E, because pause and play is the same button, it just toggles. This 0D, and I run it again, and I press it again, and I get 0E. So 0D has become 0E. If I press, so this is what we wanted to do. We want to send the commands. The 4 commands are for navigation, and 3 commands, that is 3 keys, provide the volume control and the pause and play. So we have seen that it is generated. The last one which I have not shown is the volume control. So the volume control, what it will give us for volume control, increase volume is 4 and decrease volume is 5. Let us see what happens in this equation. That is byte 0, byte 1, byte 2, byte 3. Byte 3 should contain 4 if it is increased volume and 5 if it is decreased volume. Let us check that. I run it and I press this key and I stop to check what has happened. I get 5, which means what? 5 means decrease volume. So this is the key number 6. Now I press key number 5. Key number 5 I am pressing, and let me check what has happened. Yeah, so I get 4. 4 means what? 4 means increase volume. So decrease volume and increase volume, these 2 functions we have seen. The appropriate code has been sent, and that's all we wanted to see in the beginning. Now, so in the comms function, we use the address obtained in the variable location from the navigate function, and we spread it out in the form of 10 bytes of a stream of data sent at 9600 baud to the MP3 module. Then we also check the other keys that we have seen. It is a switch statement, and you develop familiarity with the switch statement. Switch statement is written like this: switch key. Key means key is a variable. Depending upon its value, we will take various actions. So for various values, we specify case. So if it is case 1, then we are going to handle one of these functions. If it is case 5, why it is 1 and why suddenly I have gone to 5? Because in this, here I only wanted to obtain address in the appropriate form, that is fill the txdat array with appropriate values. That is what I wanted to do, and this happens when I press key 1 or key 2 or key 3 or key 4. When I press any one of them, the same thing I have to do repeatedly. So I say that if key is 1 or it is 2 or it is 3 or it is 4, then call it key 1 and do the job. So I don't have to write this case 4 times. I just write it once, and that's what it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4 have been covered here. Then 5, key value 5 is covered here, volume increased. So here some variables are already done here. The remaining is this and the checksum that is done next. So that is txdat3 is 4, txdat3 for this decrease volume is 5, pause. If it is pause, if there is a variable called pause, it is either 0 or 1. So if it is 0, then txdat3 will be E, and then I will turn it 0 because it is a toggle switch. This is just single switch. If you press it once, it increases volume, it pauses, and if you toggle it again, press it again, then the pause is removed and play will come into action. At that time, txdat3 has 0T. Excellent. Done. So in this way, we have handled all the keys and generated not only the address but also other functions. Now, how to send this information? So we have to send 10 bytes. So I say from initially when count is 0, what I have to send is I have to send txdat txcount. So when txcount is 0, I supply this to usart1 underscore data register. To that we give this variable value, and initially txcount is 0, so txdat0 will go. Then whether it has gone or not, for that we check. We wait into this while loop. So unless this bit becomes 1, which is that bit? Let us see. We cannot do it right now, but 80 means 10000000. That is most significant bit of the byte is 1, indicates in the USART1 SR, it indicates that the data has been sent out already. Then the register SR has to be cleared, so we write txr equal to something. So this clears the bit 8. Having done that, we make txcount equal to 0. This is how we send all the 10 bytes. Done. So we assemble, and in the assembly process we need checksum. So we have a small function called checksum, and having assembled, we transmit it. This is how transmission takes place. So the ultimate aim was this, that user should be able to choose a file, control its volume, pause when he wants, play when he wants. For that we have provided 7 keys, and the 7 keys have to be processed to eventually send a 10-byte data to the MP3 module, so that those functions are implemented by the MP3 module. So this is how it is. Let us take another look at the interrupt handling. When the response comes from the MP3 module, it also comes in the same format for which we have given the we have sent the trans data. So if USART1 SR and 20 equal to 0 is not equal to 0, no. So we, if there is an interrupt, we check whether the bit is set or not. If the bit is set, then we say yes, this is the interrupt for USART1. This is a receive interrupt. So receive interrupt is identified by this. You will also enter the same area if it is a transmit interrupt. We are not using transmit interrupt. So for the receive interrupt, you have to check it, and this is the way we check receive interrupt. And if it is really so, then we clear the interrupt flag by reading SR register into any dummy variable. This earlier also I had discussed. Now RxDat is what is eventually going to receive data from the USART1 data register. So initially TX count is 0. In the main program we have made this 0. Rx count we have made 0. So in this file also, initially it will see it to be 0. And when it receives bytes one by one, every time it increments Rx count, so that the first data will go into Rx data 0, next will go into Rx data 1, because we are incrementing Rx count. How long we will increment? Till it reaches value 9. Afterwards we will not increment it. And in the process, RxDat variable, this is RxDat array, and you can see it like this also, RxDat 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these values are coming. This is the response received from the MP3 module. In the next lecture, we'll see how this response is handled. But right now what you have seen is, you have seen how to eventually transfer controls or commands gathered from 7 keys to the MP3 module over a serial port. This is what we wanted to do, and this is what we have achieved, but we have not heard the sound so far. In the next lecture, we'll hear the sound also. So thank you, friends, and if you have any difficulty, get in touch with me. Go through this recorded lecture again if you have any doubts. So thank you, till we meet again. Thanks.